Hey, what's going on? Old fashioned ice cream appliance boot camp out this morning doing my little Sunday morning walk. Just want to come holler at y'all real quick. Tomorrow we're gonna have the ice cream parlor boot camp. I'm looking forward to it. Today we got to do. I'm gonna take a walk, finish my walk, and by the time I finish my walk, my wife might join me on it. This be my third trip around the lake. So on the next trip around, my wife might join me. So I don't know. Uh, but this is what we do early in the morning before the heat get out. On Sundays, I usually take me a walk, trying to get myself back in shape health wise. We have a little community lake right behind where I live at. So this is our little community lake, and so I just take a walk. It's nice and shaded. It's wooded, so you can. We have about maybe 20, 30 miles of walking trails in our community. So we take advantage of it. And right there, I live on the other side of the lake. So on the other side is actually my house of that lake. So I come out and take a walk, give me a chance to kind of reflect, clear my mind, get the blood moving. Today we got a back to school event we're gonna do with the ice cream parlor. Looking forward to that. Uh, Good time. I was coming to you all too to talk. I'm finding out. I've talked to three people this weekend. Um, Two young ladies in their 60s came by the shop on Friday, and I was telling them about. I was showing them the actual boot camp and stuff, telling them what I do, and I got an email from them yesterday where her one of the ladies emailed me, said that her and her cousin had stopped by and they want to come take the ice cream parlor boot camp. And now I was like, okay. But they were more interested in the kettle corn because they came. We were actually popping kettle corn. And I was showing them the orders we had online and how we ship them out and all that. And I was telling them, this is uh, a great retirement business, retirement. And they were telling me, yeah, we're retired and we're looking for something to do. Because one of them was asking me, I teach them how to actually edit video because they wanted to do a YouTube channel. I was like, editing videos is not hard; it's pretty easy. But if you're having a problem where you got to figure out how to actually use a computer, no, you best just turn your phone on and just record and go that way. Or maybe find some editor. A lot of people are using editors to charge paying $20, $30, I guess, to edit their videos. You maybe go that way. But I was telling them, uh, this is a great part-time retirement business. And then I was talking to someone else earlier yesterday, and they were telling me that they're doing the ice cream, and what they want it all they look to do is about $500 a week in the ice cream. And I asked the two younger ladies, I haven't been this way in a while. We're gonna take a turn up here. Haven't been this way in a while. I think this just leads right up to the other neighborhood. But I was asking the other young ladies, I emailed them. I said, "Yeah, I'd love to have you in the course. What you looking?" And they said the same thing. About $500-$600 a week. Uh, and that's all they was looking for in retirement. And here I am. I'm thinking everybody want to make $100,000 or more in retirement, and everybody pretty much was saying they need about 20 or 30,000 that they're looking to get. And I can teach you that. Good Lord, we get what, 70, $80 worth of popcorn every just about every week of people ordering popcorn online. So it's actually starting to change my focus a little bit. And instead of, I'm thinking everybody wants to hit it out the park because you see online, everybody's supposedly making $100,000. They make $50,000. No, 100,000 is no money to people online now. That's what you would think until the real deal is starting to pop up that they're not making no 100,000, that they don't own anything. But I think realistically, it's starting to settle down, and you finding out a lot of people ain't looking to do that. They just want a comfortable, relaxed life. Um, and 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 like I said, this right here is a comfortable life. Uh, you could do this. You could live where I live. If you done it 20 years ago, you could live out here where I live, where you got the walking trails and you have the lakes. You could have done it making 60, 70,000 a year. Now that you won't be able to do it because uh, all the houses now 400,000 and up, past a million. Um, but early on, you could have done it for 60, 70 because that's all I was making when I first came out here was 60, 70. That was 20 years ago though. But to stay here, if you got all your bills and stuff paid and your house paid for, um, your kids and going out of college, and you probably could have a somewhat decent retirement if you got a pension, because all these people have pensions and stuff. You probably could have a decent retirement making 25, 30,000 extra on top of your pension and everything else. I know it would have greatly helped my parents because my parents, uh, I used to send $50. 50. If they listen, if my mom listening, whoever's listening, I didn't. I hope my mom have started. I gave her a cell phone. She's starting to look at my broadcast and stuff. So if she's listening, uh, I it's past now. But when my father had gotten sick, and I used to give him all the scrap for my uh I give him all the scrap from my appliance delivery places. So he would get that extra. He would make an extra $300 to $500 a week just selling the scrap appliances when I would take it down there. But after I stopped doing deliveries and whatnot, I didn't have any more scrap coming in. And my father got sick where he couldn't do the scrap anymore. And they were hitting some bad patches. And I knew my dad and my mom would not have taken any money from me. So I used to just send $250 bills. It was crazy. I would have to. I didn't want them to know that I was sending it. So once a week, I would send $250 bills, 50 for her and a 50 for him. And I would have to go to Raleigh. When I was in Raleigh, I would drop them off and put them in the mail. And I'll just put their address and just fold it up. And at first, she thought it was somebody from her church that was doing it. She was like, she had went to church and she had talked to a young lady and asking for prayer. And the young lady said that they were going to pray for her and stuff. And the next week, they had those $250 bills. So she thought that had happened. And then my nephew had moved to Raleigh. So then she started thinking it was my nephew in Raleigh. She was like, no, my nephew he has a barber shop and he lives in Raleigh. He's living in Raleigh. And she was like, yeah, that's I ain't gonna say his name, but that's who's sending it because he live in Raleigh. He doing well at that barber shop. They never thought it was me that I would send it to him. But that $50 every 2 weeks, I mean every week, sending them each $50 really helped them a lot, far as gas and food and stuff like that. And so I can imagine if I was sending them $500 on top, a week, what they could have done. So that's kind of where I'm at. We still got the appliance boot camp where I can teach you for the younger folks who's just getting started in their careers and stuff. I can teach you how to actually make that $100,000 a year more, and you could come out and get into a nice community and stuff like this. This community right here, it has grown so much. When I first came here, it was nothing here, no traffic, nothing. So I'll show you what they done. They expanded the they expanded the actual road that goes here. So what they're doing now, they're putting up sound barriers. And once they finish the sound barriers, they're gonna redo our catwalk, so we'll be able to walk across the lake. But right now we still got road work going on, so we're gonna have to hit some dirt in a second. But I'll kind of show you what they're doing. But if you're a younger person, you got the appliance boot camp where you can get in, start your business, start making enough money so you can live in nice neighborhoods and stuff. So what you see over there, they're actually putting up sound barriers and whatnot because they expanded the highway. It was just a little 2-lane highway when we first came here. You couldn't hear no traffic. It was trees everywhere. You were secluded. But there's so many people have moved here to Johnston County, especially Clayton. Clayton is like the fastest growing city in North Carolina right now. So many people are moving here because of the affordability it used to have. So that's the lake goes all the way. It used to go all the way across to the other community. That's New's Colony. But what has happened? They added this road. They got the roads all messed up. So now they're actually starting to put it back together. So they're gonna fix our walkway, so you can see our catwalk and stuff. There's they had to pull it up to do the repairs. So they're getting ready to once they finish that, they're gonna redo our catwalk, and you'll have a place where we'll walk over top of the lake. So we're gonna hit some dirt for a second. But as I was saying, I have the appliance boot camp where you can get in, and you can actually, if you're a younger person, get in and start building your wealth. Teach you how to get out here, have a high earning income, take that money from that income, start investing it. And then by the time you hit 50, where I'm at now, you can start hitting retirement. It's so funny. I'm looking at people who I started appliance repair with, because I was feeling kind of bad that I was getting out the game retiring at 50. I was like, man, you too young to be doing this. You need to keep working. You got lazy. But I started looking, the same people who came in with me, and we started learning how to really run the business together. Shout out to Blue Streak Appliance, Bob. Him and I, we started learning how to run the business at the same time, going to the Aspies, and we'll see each other every year, always talk. And I saw him doing the same thing, where he's retiring and he's getting out the game, and he's doing more. He has a laundromat, and he's doing the same thing with. I'm doing ice cream with my son. He's doing like a thrift store with his daughter. He's bought and paid for all his buildings. I have bought and paid for all my buildings, and we retiring at the same time. We getting out of it, and it felt good to say, okay, I am on the right path. I'm doing things the right way. We getting out in our good health. I see he done started back playing in the band. I'm back out here again, just being able to relax. I want you all to be able to do the same thing. Get into the appliance repair business, start building your wealth, And then if you're getting ready to retire, you can downsize to something smaller. Uh, like uh like the ice cream parlor, the kettle corn is coming. Man, that kettle corn is going to be a killer course. Matter of fact, starting this week, we'll have it on pre-sale. The kettle corn business. So you can get into that. That kettle corn, you don't have to have a building. You can do that at your house, especially in North Carolina. You can do that out your garage. You can do it on your backyard, whatever you want it at. You can actually run that kettle corn business, and you can generate that $500 uh, a week, and don't even leave and just selling kettle corn online. You don't even have to leave out your house, and you can easily make that $500 a week just selling it online. Because I do it now. Been doing it for the last 2 years, making at least $500 a week selling kettle corn. Not even really pushing it. So I'm gonna start pushing it a little bit more now. Now that I'm getting more deeper into it, finding out the rules and regulations, finding out what I can do, I'm gonna start pushing it a little bit more. We actually separated the kettle corn from the ice cream. So the kettle corn is old fashioned kettle corn. You'll see the logos and all that stuff coming up pretty soon. But yeah, I want you all to be able to live this life. I'm gonna make this turn, go back. Usually when breakfast is done, uh, my wife or somebody come out by the edge of the yard and they'll be waving at me. So I haven't seen that, but I'm going in because it's starting to warm up a little bit. But this is the life I want you all to live. I want you all to be able to do this. I know so many people right now. They say most heart attacks and stuff happen with Monday morning or Sunday afternoon because people got to be stressing about going back to work and whatnot. Just think if you woke up Sunday morning, all your bills are paid. You're not stressing. I just paid college tuition last week. Daughter going back to school, and uh, everything's taken care of. Trying to. My biggest dilemma now is where we're gonna go for. My wife and I are going on a vacation. Where we're going on vacation, that's our biggest dilemma. What she want to do, what I want to do on vacation. But I tell her this right here is a vacation. Look at the scenery here. How quiet it is, how peaceful it is. You know, look at the nature, look at the trees. You just feel so small walking out here and being able to clear your mind. I feel so sad when sometimes when I go into Rocky Mount or the underserved neighborhood and I see the young sisters trying to walk and exercise, and they have to be toting sticks and golf clubs and bats for the dogs and stuff running free. I guess I'm always saying it's because of the dogs. I don't know if it's because of the dogs or because of the people that they have to tote something in their hand when they're walking. But here, man, it's just nice and quiet, and you can catch the scenery of everybody houses and stuff. You know, it's just great to be able to get out and do this. Well, I just got a page, so it's time for me to go eat. I'm gonna read a couple of the messages, then I'm gonna make this turn and go eat. Uh, let's see here. The pop up one. Okay, yeah, well, Ernest Anderson said, "Good morning. Hey, how you doing?" SQ Services said, "Morning. How you doing?" Ernest Anderson. Mike, do you fish that lake? Uh, I used to when my kids was younger. We used to go out behind the house and fish all the time. I haven't fished it, and they stock it. They actually pay people to bring fish in here, so it's stocked. You got bass and brims and catfish and crappie. They no they pay to have people bring fish, and you can't take no fish out. They catch you taking the fish out. I think it's like $100 fine per fish or $50 fine per fish. You got to leave the fish in. So and only our community and our guests are supposed to fish here. But the kids when they're younger, they fished it all the time. I haven't fished in about maybe 6 or 7 years out here, but it's plenty of fish. Michael Camp, morning, Mike. When will you upload the kettle corn course? I'm gonna actually start the pre-sale of it coming up this week right here. So you'll see the pre-sale of the kettle corn course coming up. Um, they have some of the stuff, some of the documentations and all that stuff will be in, but how to actually do it, we won't start recording that until after Labor Day. Once I get done with the ice cream, then because I got more stuff I got to add into the ice cream parlor, and so once I get done with the ice cream, then I'll be going on with the kettle corn. Erwin, good morning, Mike. What's going on? How you doing, Erwin? Yeah, so I just got a text saying that the breakfast is ready. So I'm gonna go get breakfast. Then I'm gonna go hook up our trailer and get ready to go make some money. We got the ice cream parlor opens at 1 on Sunday, and today from like 2 to 5, or I think it's 2 to 5. We're gonna be doing a back to school event, so I'm looking forward to that. I always get to see a lot of people in the community I haven't seen in a while. It'll be a fun time. So once again, if you hadn't already, sign up for Appliance Bootcamp. A link of it is in the description. If you hadn't got the Appliance Bootcamp course, you should go ahead and buy it. If you're thinking about, if you retired, we always tell people when they retire, what to do leading up to retirement. Things you're supposed to do when you're 20. But when you're 50 and you 60, already retired, and you find out you don't have enough money, nobody tells us what to do then. It's not nobody knows what to do then, because I think a lot of people that's talking about it just ain't hit that age. I'm 50 now. I'm retired, and I'm here, and so I can actually tell people how they can actually make that extra $500 a week in their retirement, if that's all they need, because that's all people are asking for. And in retirement, they ain't trying to be no superstar and be no business legend. They just want a simple $500 or so a week is all they looking for. $500 to $1,000 a week is all they looking for. And I can tell anybody and their mama how to do that. That is super easy. It's when you start trying to crack over that 200,000 and all that. That's when it gets to be rough. But somebody just want to make about 20 to 50,000 a year in retirement. Oh yeah, I think that's super easy, and I can tell anybody how to do it. And I'm actually living it and doing it right now in retirement. So everybody have a good day, and be safe out there. And I'll talk to you all on tomorrow. Okay, bye bye.